Thank you, Mr. President. A few months ago, the Attorney General of the United States announced that terrorist trials would be held in the Southern District of New York and Lower Manhattan. His decision was supported by the President of the United States. Now, I will begin my comments by saying that I personally believe that we should not be using the civilian criminal justice system to deal with these terrorists. And in fact, we should be using a military commission tribunal for which there is a long history in this country going back over 200 years to George Washington's day. In fact, during World War II, President Franklin Roosevelt used them. And who are the people that we are discussing and describing? They are enemy military combatants engaged in active military combat against the citizens of the United States of America. They are the worst of the worst. They kill, they maim, they torture, they burn, they behead. If any group of individuals was ever eligible to be considered to be tried by a military tribunal, it is these individuals. I would urge the administration to reconsider their position on where they should be tried. The subject of this resolution today deals with the venue and where they should be tried, in what court, what location. I'm going to suggest to you that trying these individuals in Lower Manhattan goes beyond the pale. There is no area of our country that has suffered more than those few square blocks. They have suffered in terms of lost lives, lost dreams, and of course, the economy. Mayor Bloomberg has said that our trials will cost in excess of $1 billion. In fact, that may very well be a low figure. I had the chance a few weeks ago to walk through Lower Manhattan, to go through the federal court buildings, to try and get some sense of the great inconvenience, the great cost that will be placed on the residents and those who work within that area. Trials that, in fact, could last for years. I think we should listen to Mayor Bloomberg. I think we should listen to New York City's Police Commissioner Ray Kelly. I think we should listen to those who are active in that community and those who live in that community and work there. Through this resolution, and I'm grateful that it has been brought to the floor, we have an opportunity today as a legislative body to urge the President and the Attorney General to reconsider their previous decision. It was a mistake, but there is time to correct that mistake. It is not correct to have these trials in Manhattan. It is not correct to have them in New York City. We serve no purpose by doing that. In fact, we will only put at risk many people's lives, not the least of which will be the jurors who could be selected, the judges who may be involved, the police authorities who will attempt to protect people. If we wish to be politically correct, especially with this type of enemy, we as Americans can be politically correct all the way to the cemetery. There are ways to assure fair trials, and there are locations where that can be accomplished. I'm going to suggest to you, my colleagues, that New York City and New York State is not the correct location. Thank you, Mr. President.